Second. So we are now recording with Mr. Chad Pregracke, global environmental hero, one of the greatest guys I ever get to meet and be around. Just a champion,
Back to you, man.
champion,
Back to you.
champion of the universe. So hey, Chad, we know your time is limited, so I'm going to start with the kids right away.
Yeah.
When we're done, we're going to take a selfie with you so we can put a picture of you up on the website.
Cool,
I just can't say thank you enough, brother. You know that. And
Hey, no worries. Hey, somebody wants to say something. Hold on. There's my dog Pork Chop wants to say hello.
yeah, pork chop.
All right, man.
So awesome! I'll get the kids started, Chad. You're $1,000,000, and we'll get together with Operation Endangered Species, and
Yeah.
we'll talk later. So
Yeah.
here we go. First one, go. I don't care. Let's go. Let's go. Tell who you are.
Okay.
Sit down.
Hi, my name is Jordan Holzhauer, and my question
What's up,
is,
Jordan?
not much, just chilling with Mr. Ritter, but, where do you see yourself a year from now?
Like right now? A year
A
to this
year?
day?
December 1st, 2017.
I would say snowboarding. But there's no
Okay.
snow in the mountains, otherwise I'd be there right now, Skyping you from a chairlift.
Is someone else?
Have you ever been snowboarding?
I have not, no, I'm not a big cold weather fan.
That's what coats are for.
Ask him where he would be with this program.
Where would you be with your program a year from now?
Oh, that kind of question. All right. I would be probably finishing up the season from next year, working still on the Ohio River. That's where I want to be. That's where a lot of focus needs to be. Just to give you an example, we're doing like anywhere from 10 to 15,000 pounds a day on some of the days. That's how much garbage we were getting out on a daily basis. So it's really trash there. But honestly, I don't think we're going to add too many more programs other than a big restoration project right by our shop. So yeah, I think December 1st next year I'll be wrapping it up, and hopefully I'll be snowboarding, catching big air.
Okay, awesome.
And hey, I'm trying to get out of this. You should definitely try snowboarding. Get a coat and a helmet and go rent one. Chestnut Mountain's only a couple hours from you. You should go check it out. It's in Galena.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm Grace Schwetner, and I was wondering what you do during the winter months.
Snowboard. You know, I still travel a lot. I go snowboarding, like I said. There's a lot to do in the winter to prep for the next year's season. Like a lot. Just getting ready. You know, we do like over 200 events a year. And so to get ready for those events, a lot of people plan, really far out for those events. So we start planning, and I have to fundraise. I raise a lot of money in the winter. Like I have an office in my house, actually. I have an office down the street, but I never go there because nobody likes working around me because I pace when I talk, and I'm jumping around, and I'm loud. And so I go in, check in with them, and then I go like to a little office that's very quiet. Like I have ADD really bad, so I'm all over the place in my head. So that's why I did that. I don't know why I did that. It was kind of fun to do that. You should try that. Go ahead, try it. That was pretty cool. That's how my head feels inside my head. But so I need to focus, so it's very quiet. And so it's really nice to be home and just focusing. And that's pretty much what I do in the wintertime. But I do go on, try to go on trips that are not like project oriented and just kind of for myself or my wife, things like that. And so yeah, well, I got quite a few planned for this winter, but also vacation is being home because we're gone so much. So it's kind of like try to balance that. But yeah, what are you? What year are you?
I'm a senior.
Senior, and are you going to go to college? You thinking?
Yeah, I will.
Where do you want to go?
I think I'm gonna go to Heartland for 2
Yeah.
years and then transfer to ISU.
That's where I went. Heartland in the house. What? Boom. Actually, they named a wing of a building in my honor a few years when they opened it up. So when I went to Heartland, it wasn't the Heartland that you've probably seen out by the interstate with the beautiful buildings and everything.
Yeah.
It was in a like a strip mall, and it had a bar in the middle of it that they couldn't rent out because the owner wouldn't let them. But it was a golf themed bar, and they had a tobacco outlet in the middle of the school. It was kind of weird, and they had trailers set up in the parking lot. It was kind of a not so nice setup, but it's great to see what can happen if people are like, utilizing something and want a bigger vision. So I was happy to see that college grow. And yeah, I lived in Normal, where you'll probably live if you end up doing that, at 104 Cherry. It was awesome. A lot of dance parties and just what? Man. Didn't affect my studying though. I was studying up, just throwing it in there. Study up, boom. Thank you for your questions.
See ya.
See ya. Paul, did I take it too far with the whole dance party thing? Sorry.
No, man. Right spot on. I can tell that they don't believe you're ADD at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, did Pork Chop go snowboarding too?
You know what? Yes, I do take him. He runs by the side of me down the mountain. I had to tip the guy at the bottom $20 to put him on the chair with me because he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to get fired. But I guess whatever. Anyway, he rode a couple times last year with me. If I could find the video, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, my name is Mariah. I'm a senior. I wanted to ask, what inspired you to start cleaning up the river?
I mean, I was essentially, I grew up on the river, so when I was really young, I spent a lot of time out there. But really, it was when I was your age that I started to notice how bad it was. And I just kind of asked around. Nobody was doing anything about it. And I thought, it's the Mississippi River, and it just shouldn't be treated like this. And it was also like my backyard because I grew up right here. So kind of like just, wanted to do something about it. And it wasn't, I never thought it would be what it is today as far as me Skyping classes and all the things that need to be done to make it happen. But it is what it is, and it's been building on momentum, and it's great.
Okay, next.
Well, that was it. I didn't even get to converse with you about snowboarding or college or something, but next one. All right.
My name's Kristen Kruger, and what's the coolest thing you've ever found on a cleanup?
Man, I could show you. Where is that? I don't know. I mean, actually, I took it down to put Christmas decorations, so it's in a box somewhere. Otherwise, I'd show you. But it's some kid at a cleanup came up and handed me a grenade, like a legitimate grenade. I was like, thanks, kid. Appreciate that. But it was drilled out, so it wasn't live, but it looked like it was live, and it was rusty, and it looked like, like it could be a live grenade. Some Civil War, like artillery shells, and then there would be money bags from a bank robbery on one side of the island, like a bunch of them, because they robbed a bank, and then they threw it off a bridge, and then on the other side would be the surveillance tape, when they used to use tapes to document who's coming in and out of the bank, that the robbers stole. They wrapped it in plastic and duct tape so tight that it didn't even get wet, so I turned it into the cops. So, yeah, there it is. What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
You're cool.
Here comes Peter. He's the only junior in the class.
All right.
All right. Hey, Chad. How you doing?
What up, dude?
Hey, I got a question. When did you get your barge for Living Lands and Water?
I got my first barge in 2000.
Oh.
So, in 2000, year 2000, and I didn't really know, much about barges. I just knew I needed one, and I was able to get one and then sort of figure it out real quick, So, kind of, there was more to it than I thought, but it certainly has helped make a statement about our rivers by throwing, piling up all this garbage on those barges really makes a statement about people's drinking water and what's in it and how it shouldn't be like this. And so it's really helped in that capacity. Plus, it serves as like a place for us to put all the stuff, sort it out, and recycle it, and then we live on it. So it's we use it in a lot of different ways, and it's pretty cool.
All right. What does it drive on? Like, who drives it? My bad.
I just hire different captains in different places, and on our big boat, and then we have a smaller towboat that either I'll drive or somebody else drives, and that breaks off with another barge and goes out and grabs the stuff. And so usually it's a hired captain, though. There's a lot of responsibility,
Oh.
but but it's cool. It's good. I honestly like hiring people like that because then I don't have all the responsibility on me because it's kind of stressful. So, but it's a cool job. Pays good. There it is.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Hi, Lexi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Real good, real good. What's happening?
Nothing. Literally nothing. What keeps you motivated to continue your program?
A lot of things really. A lot of different aspects to what I do, but being able to see the results, like see piles of garbage, and we plant a lot of trees to be able to do that, and see the results of that, and then working side by side with close to 100,000 people I've met, and I've really truly met like almost 100,000 really good people. So that's cool. And then I get a lot of sponsors. I have a lot of sponsors from different companies, and so I get to go in and talk to a lot of CEOs and things like that. And so that's been pretty cool. I get to go speak at a lot of different schools and things all over. But that being said, I just got to throw this in there because this is what I'm going to say. It's not really related to your question necessarily, but when I go in and see those CEOs of big companies, like Caterpillar and I mean, you name it, John Deere and all these different companies, I always ask them, like, well, what is it you're looking for when you hire people? This company hires people. And they always say it's the people who stand out, like on a resume, because they get hundreds of thousands of resumes, people want to work there. But I'll tell you what makes it stand out a lot of times is the people who have went above and beyond, especially when it comes to volunteering. So that being said, all of you in the class, and you in particular, like, you should get involved with a cause that's dear to you. It doesn't have to be the environment, just anything, any cause, because one, it makes the world a better place if more people step up. Two, organizations are looking for young people that want to help out. Like, you would set yourself apart from a lot of other people that maybe aren't. But three, through volunteering for different things or what you really care about, you might lead you to your life's work. It certainly did for what I'm doing now. I volunteer for different things and then start cleaning the river and just creating opportunities. So my point is, get involved and volunteer, and it'll do you well. And then mentally, it's a good thing. You feel good about doing it. You're giving back, and that's cool. There it is. What'd you think of that? That was
good.
A long-winded answer, wasn't it?
That was good.
Boom.
Thank you.
Bam. You. Ha.
Hi, my name's Taylor Ritter. I'm a senior.
All right.
What are your hopes for your project?
Well, I hope everybody stays safe. I hope that it continues to build upon the momentum that it's carrying now. But I don't really hope all that much. I mean, hope is great, but hope only does so much. You really just, at the end of the day, like, you just need to make it happen. So I think Paul's the same way. Like, hope, I love having hope, but I don't really focus on hope. I focus on action. And so my action steps are to continue to continue to build on momentum and make a biggest difference I can possibly make in the time that I have. And that's really is. So, boom. Let's just throw this out there. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Ready to get heavy? You ready?
Yep.
I won't get that heavy. And you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. There it is. There's ADD. Boom. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's get real here. You know, I had to study twice as hard when I was in high school because I just had a hard time learning, and I never felt like the smartest person or anything like that because I wasn't. And and that being said, like, you know, an average person can make a big difference if they're passionate about something, they care about it, and they're persistent and they work hard. Because hard work trumps most of everything. And so if you ever want to make a big difference, you can totally do it. And if you're smart, you look smart. I don't even know you, but you look smart.
Thanks.
So if you are smart, you've one up on me, but you can go on to do good things. So boom, keep looking smart and being smart. Cool.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
She better be smart because that's my kid.
Oh, really? All right, man. All right. Hey, I had my dad as a teacher, too.
Fun.
Kicked me out of class a couple times, just throwing it out there. Anyway.
Hey, I'm Brent.
What up, dude? That's my brother's name.
Nice. I don't know anyone named Brent, so it's pretty cool. So, pretty much my question would be if, like, say we're out of high school, if there's anything we can do to help you or get to work with you at all, or, like, what events are near us at all.
Yeah, I mean, I know Paul's doing a lot, so as active as you can be with him, certainly that really helps out the bigger picture. But if y'all want to ever come to the barge when we're close by, which we're not really all that close, because our timing is off. We're usually down south in Memphis.
Right.
But we do have a large restoration project that's going to be going on all of April and all of May here in the Quad Cities. Still, you'd have to take a bus and all that. But if something we want to do, we'd love to have you over for it. And but at the same time, there's probably a lot to do just exactly where you're at. And that being said, just a key point is that, you know, I never, like, people say, oh, you're changing the world or whatever, you know, and like, whatever. I mean, as long as you're focusing on changing your world, just what's around you, you know, where you're at, that's really how you set out to change the world. It's just changing your world. I got too heavy on you. Sorry. Throwing a lot of points at you. What I'm saying is, it's great if you want to come help. We'd love to have the help. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff right around you that probably could be done. It needs to be done, and people need help with it. So, yeah, either way, come help us or get involved right there. Cool?
Ask him if he's still doing million trees.
Thank you, man.
Million trees.
Also, are you still doing million trees?
Yeah, we passed a million trees, and we're still doing that in a big way. I think we have like 300,000 acorns in the ground right now. That'll be sprouting next spring. So gonna harvest another like 115,000, I think, for next year. I think is what we have scheduled, and that's another thing we do in the winter as well. Somebody asked that, but we set up all of our tree deliveries and stuff for the spring, and so yeah, pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Going good, man.
My name is Nate.
What's up?
My question is, what's the furthest distance you've traveled on like a project, like away from the Quad Cities?
We work in like Washington D.C. We worked out there for 3 years. We work in Philadelphia, yeah, I would say that, and there's potential that we might work on the Hudson River in New York, or the East River for that matter. So those are the farthest we've worked on a project, probably. Yeah.
Do you go very
What's
far?
that?
Do you go that far, like way out east often, or just?
About once a year. We used to go to D.C. in April, and then we go to Philadelphia in August. And it's pretty cool, but it's far. You know, it's like 16 hours. So when we go out there, we want to stay there, make the biggest difference we can while we're there. But you know, there's a lot of places that need what we do, so we're happy to go to the places that we can make the most difference in the shortest amount of time. And that's how we kind of pick where we're gonna go.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Hi, I'm Boston.
What's up?
Mr. Ritter wants to know how we're doing on time.
Dude, we love time.
All right, we're good.
God, we love time.
Okay.
Yes.
My question is so you've received a lot of rewards for what you do. Is there any
Yeah.
do any stand out over the others?
Yes, I've received a lot of awards and certainly huge honors. I always feel weird about awards, to tell you the truth. I really do, because I feel like there's a lot of attention on what I do. I get a lot of attention, and there's a ton of people out there that are doing fantastic work and have been doing it longer than I have that get less attention. And so, but my dad's like, well, you have to accept the awards because it's rude not to. And so I do, but I always feel kind of weird about it. Like when I won the CNN Hero of the Year thing, I didn't feel good about it. I really felt weird because there's so many causes out there and there was 9 other people. And so I split the money with those other people that I won because I felt weird about it. And I didn't feel like I won that particular award, which is probably one of the biggest. I felt like the world wins because the world has 10 people that were doing all fantastic things. It just happened that I got the most votes, So, but anyway, most recently, what's really cool is my buddy that owns a barge company named a boat in my honor. It's called the motor vessel Chad Pregracke, which no one can pronounce it, but it looks cool to have your name on a boat. But it's like 10,000 horsepower. So I got a text last week, and it pushes grain. It's really efficient in moving commodities and things, but it was pushing the equivalent of 16,500 acres of corn at one time. 42 barge loads headed to New Orleans. Actually, my wife and I are going to ride that boat from Memphis down to New Orleans in the next few weeks here, and should be a pretty cool experience. But had a lot of honors, and I don't do it for the honors, but I do appreciate them. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Hi, I'm Colin.
Good. What's up?
How much? Hey, I was just gonna ask, how many months out of the year do you actually do your work?
Dude, I work all year round pretty much. I mean, when I'm on the water, it's like 9 months. But I travel a lot, and so basically this is my slower time, but it's certainly not slow. But one of the things too, I've gone so much. When I get home, I got to catch up with friends, and so that takes a lot of time too, because I know a lot of people, and I've been gone for long periods of time. Do you play sports?
Yeah, I play golf.
Golf? How's that treating you?
Well, it's done now, but it was pretty good.
Right. Now, who's your favorite golfer?
I don't know. I don't really watch it. I just like to play it.
That's cool. I mean, that's how I like to do things too. I'd rather not watch it and just do it.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Hey.
Thanks.
Take care, man.
You too.
Hi.
What's happening?
I'm Rachel.
What up, Rachel?
When you do projects and stuff like that, do you ever find it hard to find volunteers or anything? Do you ever have problems finding people to help you out with things?
Not really. I mean, used to, I guess. I have good people that help coordinate all the projects we do, so we typically get good responses. Not in all the places. Some places you go when it's new to a community or something, they don't know who you are or what to expect or what to do, but most of the time anymore, we have to turn people away because we can't facilitate how many people want to come to our events, and then that's a great problem to have. Some places the answer would be yes, and some places no. So there's a yes/no answer. I kept it very balanced in that one, didn't I? Just, yep, the yin and the yang. But no, I have time for a couple more questions, and I got to run. But really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
What's up, Andrea? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great.
My question kind of goes along with Rachel's. How many full-time members do you have on your team?
So there's 13 full-time people, and everybody. What's great is, you sort of hire somebody on basis of you think they'll work hard, they're into the cause, and you can live with them for long periods of time, like they're cool. And then you sort of, for me, it's like, let's figure out what they like, what their favorite thing to do is, what they're good at, and sort of work towards utilizing what they like and what they're good at towards the benefit of the organization and at the end benefit of the environment and that sort of thing. And so far it's worked. I've worked with well over 100 and well over 100 crew members have come and worked with our crew. And actually, you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting married to another crew member if you come to work here. It's like a love barge, okay? I'm a matchmaker. No, I don't know if I'm a matchmaker, but it is pretty funny though. And the guy who set the Skype up for me, he'll be the 11th marriage, I believe, from the barge. So kind of a cool deal. So yeah, there it is. Boom.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey man, I'm Gavin.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
does your program only clean rivers, or do you clean local lakes and ponds as well?
Not too much with lakes and ponds. We have done cleanups on Decatur Lake, Clinton Lake. I don't know, we've done a lot of stuff in some different lakes, but mainly just rivers, because that's where a lot of the stuff, it just seems to catch a lot more garbage. People throw it in a river and it goes downstream or what have you, but lakes, not too much. There's usually not as much of a need in the lake, so that's why we focus on rivers pretty much. Plus, my dad told me one time, pick your battles, meaning stay focused. Try to stay focused as much as you can, otherwise you get too spread out and you don't do anything well. But if you stay focused, you can do that a lot better. Which focusing is hard for me sometimes.
I know how it is.
Cool.
All right, brother. Well, we can't say thank you enough. It's just been a privilege and an honor. You're an amazing guy. I've been talking about you for a long time, and
Back to you, man.
for me to be able to introduce these kids to you on a personal level like this is a big opportunity. We can't say thank you enough. I'm humbled.
problem.
I'm humbled every time I talk to you. But hey, we're gonna figure out a way. We'd love to. I'll get a bus and we'll come up there.
Yeah.
These kids are doing stuff with OES and P2D2 quite a bit, and so
Cool.
they know what being engaged is. We'll figure
Yeah.
something out, and when you get some time, we can do that. But it's time for a selfie, so I'm gonna get everybody in the picture, and you got to smile now.
All right,
It's
I can do that.
hard for you to do, I
Hey,
know.
but before you go, the things you're doing there, what you've been able to do with your students, and it's really impressive, man. And I know you've got some big awards as well, and very well deserved. And honestly, just the world needs more people like you, and hopefully you'll be inspiring some students to follow in your footsteps and teach and get people enthusiastic about something and make a difference. So thanks to you, man. Let's do that selfie.
All right, here we go. Everybody get in there. Get underneath there. Move the desk out of the way. Hold on. All right, Chad, now listen. You're going to have to smile. Get down. Shut that light off. Here we go. They're sitting down. Hold on. Oh, my God. That's perfect. Stay right there. All right, everybody get in close. I got to shut my flash off. Oh, that's not my flash. Hold on, Chad.
That's all right.
Oh, the flash's on. Yeah, hold on, the flash was on. God,
That's all right.
Hey, one of the kids wanted to know if you had children and how that works with children.
I do, yeah. And she's been driving our excavator on the barge for the last 5 months, so
Nice.
she's really good operator and loves it.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. 1, 2,
All right, guys. You take care.
Hey, Chad.
Wish you all the best. See you guys.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Later,
it very
man.
much.
See you, buddy. Thank you.
We'll see you, brother.
All right.
How cool was that? That dude is amazing. So,
He's
right?
like a younger version of Ritter.
So here's the deal. Chad and I go way, way back. We've been friends for a very long time. Obviously, kindred spirits. He has as much ADD as I do.
When did you guys meet?
He might have more.
When did you guys meet?
We met about, I don't know, maybe 2002, 2003, somewhere in there. We started meeting, I had just come across, when I went to Heartland Community College one day, and I saw that they had a wing dedicated to the dude that picked up tires and refrigerators and things. And so one day, I called him, and I said, hey, dude, I don't know you, but I'm doing some things, and I want to talk to you about them, and I just want to pick your brain. And he's like, right on, let's talk about it. So when we were putting PTDT together, we had started talking about some different things, and then when OES came around, I started just talking to him about organization. And what I mean by that is he's got a great thing going with being able to empower people. I mean, that's what he does. He gets people energized and engaged. And if you think about the things that he has done, he's spot on when he says that for people to do things, you'll always figure them out, right? So, I mean, that's what we do. Right? We as a civilization, we as people, there isn't a single problem that we can't solve, right? It just takes time and energy and how you approach it, right? So if you have a defeatist attitude about life, it's always going to be that way, right? But instead, if you approach it by going, you know, I'm not really sure. It's kind of like our gravestone project. Our gravestone project, we had no freaking clue what we were doing when it comes to figuring these people out. Okay. I don't know. I'm sure we can figure it out. So here's my latest thought process, and I've talked to, by the way, anybody have any other questions about Chad? We'll get to go hang out. This is good. We have so much fun together. You should. Chestnut Mountain over in Galena. Chad's one of those guys that is, I got your question answered for you, by the way. You're welcome. She's probably your age. I think about 35, 36. Where was I going? Oh, I talked to Patel and Connor Wolf. Connor was in this class last year. He did Operation Engagement Species. We kind of brainstormed a little bit. Follow me for just a second. Here's the idea. First of all, I had no freaking clue on it. That's why I went to those students said, hey, think about it. Right? Watch this. Here is Tombstone. I actually know this is. This was 15 was Camp Virginia Weapons. Everybody has a cell phone that can do this nowadays. Flip phone is on. So you walk to a graveyard as a citizen and have an app on your phone. You pull it out, you push the app, right? You now take a picture of the tombstone. It automatically gives you a GPS signal of where you're at on the app. You enter your first name, second name, birth date, death date. You just have log this. Let's say you don't know your ancestry, but Ancestry.com does, right? Now, they can look up on Ancestry.com, click your person's name, and show you the location of it. I don't know how to do this. No idea what you people do. And if you don't, you have the energy to figure it out. Now, what I ultimately would like to do is be able to measure the stones as an option for people to measure it in 50 cents down the line. Now, what's the problem? User error. Right? What you guys do with that? Figure out the problem. Think about it. One app, stop reports to a database. Now you have a database. You have to report. All you have to do is one person can go to the current rainwater. You can get the app such there. Pray. And it works. You think I'm kidding? I'm not on drugs. I can tell you that right now. Well, I get this. It's a call. So, yeah. If I can arrange for a trip for us to go up and help, you guys pack it up and we'll go. Yeah. Okay. It takes about 3 hours to get there. We drove there last year or 2 years ago and did the trees with him. We wrapped trees with him. Here's the thing too. He has 13 people to work for him. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 people. Guess what? Just that quick. He does it. How did he get a barge? People heard about him and they said, hey, can we help? ADM gave a big support. Right? He's had a ship named after him. How freaking cool is that? He was CNN Hero of the Year too. That helped. They gave him $1 million. What's he do? He splits it with 9 people. What do you think is bigger? $1 million or him giving $100,000? Right? Good news for real, man. And this thing was fun. This stuff. And I listen to him. He just calls me up. He doesn't call like that. So, I'm cool, thankful that we got this one done. Would you like to see the names from the list that's been turned in so far for the prairie? Yes, Peter, because you made it. By the way, was he just like you thought he would be?
I thought it was just one.
What? Yeah. Chief Pontiac Prairie, 1, 2, couple of them. Correctional Prairie, Indian Prairie, Illini Prairie, Livingston Prairie, It seems like Chief, is it repeat? Chief Prairie, Ecology Prairie, Chief Pontiac Prairie, Warden's Prairie, Pontiac Prairie, Prison Prairie, Chief Pontiac Prairie, Correctional Center Prairie, Pontiac's Heroes Prairie, Fallen Heroes Prairie, 1 dot Grassy Prairie. Is the 1 dot, is that you, Taylor? 1 dot. Okay. Oh yeah, good call. Memorial Prairie for names. Names? got you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. PCC Prairie, P. Ritter Prairie, Indian Grass Prairie. Who did P. Ritter Prairie? Come on, tell me the truth. Who did that? You did that? You just got next to
I did one like
Oh yeah, 10,000. He got 10,000 points. You didn't do it, did you? Should have acted. Indian Grass Prairie, Warden's Cabin Prairie, Pontiac Prison Memorial, Prairie Dock. That's a species. Fallen Heroes Prairie, ESAC 111 Environmental Earth Prairie. That just flows, doesn't it? That's just great.
That's a job.
That was Jay Feller one.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. Ottawa Tribe Prairie, Pontiac's Prairie, Eco Boyer Prairie, the Majestic Prairie. Okay, Nick. Pontiac Correctional Center Prairie, Deer Route Prairie, Wildlife Prairie. They have a park named after that. Pontiac Meadows, Hero Prairie, Warden's Meadow, Indians Meadow, Milkweed Meadow, Warden's Correctional Center Prairie, or Warden Correctional Prairie. Is that like they're like getting a prairie in order, like you're gonna stay here until you get this right? The Living Prairie, yes, it's alive. Pontiac's Workers Prairie, Illinois Prairie, Deer Prairie, Pontiac Prairie, Pontiac Grassland, Pontiac Prairie Grassland, Vermilion Prairie, Indian Grass Prairie. By the way, let me ask you this question. Is doing this even keel with what Chad's doing with the tree? Absolutely. He gets into this if you like off the chart. Indian what? Oh, it is? What? Wildlife Prairie Park, yeah. What the hell? Are people adding them right now? That's what's happening. Pontiac Correctional Center Prairie by P. Ritter Gang. Oh yeah, I love that.
Subtitle.
Subtitle. Oh no, I get it. That's what we're gonna call ourselves now. P. Ritter Gang. Hey, P. Ritter Gang's here. Memorial Prairie, Senior Prairie. One by senior and one junior.
Nobody cares about Ender.
Oh no.
Peter loves his target.
What? Quit adding stuff. Preservation Prairie. Ooh, that's
There it is. I got that.
Poppy Prairie?
Hey, Poppy!
Is this the drug-related reference? We're not having opium.
That was definitely caught.
Obviously, you guys have hit on a lot of these. Did you shut it off or something, Peter?
Yeah.
You can turn it back on now. Alright, so here's what I want. I want you to think about what our next step is going to be here. Right? So we've got the go time. We know what's going to happen now. You will have a prairie. Second, we're getting names. Naming is all cool and all, but what's the important thing that we do? Okay? We need to look and talk about a couple of things. We want people to be able to eventually access it. Right? I mean, putting a prairie in I think is awesome, but don't you think it'd be cool if we could fix it to where people could go out there and walk? I mean, right now, that's private property. You can't go there. That's something we have to think about at some point in time. What else should we think about with regards to prairie. What do we want to do? Once you put it in, then what? Plants 300,000 acres. Now what? Well, plants them, and then he takes them up and he wraps them and sends them down to different forested areas and puts them in his garden. He figured out what he wanted to do. Okay? Next. What I found out yesterday is that people, the PTDC meeting is fine. So, we need to plan another email today that I've kind of held back on. I'll let you know. This came from Mr. Katz. Mr. Katz is involved in Operation Human Species. And I had to forward myself. By the way, he's got kids home on my phone. It says, good morning all. I may have shared, by the way, I feel bad word. Good morning all. I may have shared my goal with you that I have to build wells in Africa based on a book, A Long Walk to the Water. But I think I've come up with a great idea to turn this into reality. Let's get kids to help fundraise in the project. My David Becker one, Shovel for a Shovel. My short is, can you help me spread the word and get as many moms, dads, to these projects? Currently, I'm looking how do we do this? Volunteering, do something. We already see that. Raise awareness of how to use the challenges so many people are facing when to get water in places around the world. So we're going to have the kids from Brazil here. I'm sending them water tests, the same ones that we do. This goes hand in hand. 2. Have kids in the U.S. understand the value of hard work, especially when it comes to serving to the good. We are doing that. Not quite at full speed, but we will be. Have kids help their neighbors as well as children halfway around the world. Empower and recognize kids for their commitment, dedication, sacrifice, for helping others, raise money for others, allow kids to feel like providing for others. Anxiety. My vision is starting ASAP and to get the shovel, to shovel their parents. Oh, yeah.